Where?
What's going on?
What's up, boys?
Holy Flippy, how you doing?
A lot.
Sorry, man. Been busy.
Yeah.
Busy dono while on my for 2.5 days.
I've been fucking stuck in Russia, bro.
Oh fuck, it happens.
So it goes.
It happens. I understand. I understand. So Flippy, man, let's just fucking cut the bullshit, bro. We heard all the tea.
Oh, did you hear about everything already?
Well, dude, Benny was just here. He came down here, told us everything.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
pour the tea from your pot if you'd prefer, man. But
I can tell you what we know.
Yeah, what did you hear?
Just so that you're not saying anything. Maybe there's parts we don't know. So we heard that GSF had meetings with Seaside to potentially work alongside them in their lab. I don't know how much of this stuff you've actually heard. There might be some stuff here that you didn't know about. So we heard about that. We heard about them, Marabuntas being the front runner. But then Dex told Sergio to his face he didn't think that he had the manpower for a lab, and Sergio clapped him on the spot. So that went away. Yeah, he basically had meetings with a whole shit ton of people, and Dex kept fucking up the deals over and over and over again. And Benny got pissed off and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna sell it to Hydra." And I'm gonna do one for the gang because Dex, he can't make the call. He's indecisive. He's fucking everything up. And he sold it to you. And then he kept $2.5 million for himself as basically a transaction fee, and Dex blooded him out. Now the part that I told Benny about is Dex was probably playing nice with you right after the fact because he wanted all of the money. Benny sent him over, I guess, a big chunk of it. And Dex told him that he was okay with you getting the key. But I know that's a lie for a fact. Because Flippy, Dex can't fucking stand you. And he told me on several occasions, because he never knew that, like, you and I have been kind of talking a little bit. Nobody really knows, to be honest. And he was telling me that, he doesn't want to give it. He doesn't want the key to get in the hands of a group basically that already has everything, right? That already has a bunch of fucking shit, blah blah blah. And it's the main reason why he wanted to work with us. And when our deal fell through because Benny was the one that had the key, and he didn't have access to it ever, and he kept delaying things and changing things, I lost my cool because I got impatient, and I said fuck this, and that's how we went to war. When we went to war, Flippy, this was our fucking plan. I don't even mind saying it now. Our plan was we could never go to war with GSF and have them hand over the key. There ain't no group in this city that'd be willing to do that, especially Dex, right? So what we decided to do is go to war with them, fuck them dry, to pressure them, not only to drain their money, but to pressure them to sell the key to somebody else so that we could get it in a roundabout way. Ultimately, here we stand. Flippy has got the damn key, and they no longer have it. And they no longer have the VU, which they traded it for, and they have fuck all. Crazy thing is, Flip, these motherfuckers came down here yesterday, packing weed, 6 deep with guns. Our boys told them, get the fuck off our block. You're not packing here. Leave, or you're getting shot. They didn't leave. They got wiped. Now we're back at war. Then they got smoked again later that night. Then they got smoked again about an hour ago, and smoked again about 30, 45 minutes before that. So here we are now. We're going into the Forever War, Infinity War Part 2. And now shit's going to get real spicy because we're taking everything from them. We're taking it all. All of Chamberlain we're taking. They got 15 new hang-arounds. 15. 1-5. Actually, it might be 16. 16, sorry.
Yeah,
it's 16. 16 new hang-arounds, Flip. So them sprays are going to be easy for the taking. Just easy pickings. So we're just going to keep hammering them down. So this is all the shit that we heard. Is this news all correct, or am I missing something?
I pretty much heard what you're saying for the most part, but I guess I mean it's not like I put much into it or I didn't care whether you was telling me the truth or not. But Dex came up to us after the deal happened, and okay, I mean I guess I'll tell you our side. Ben hit us up. He's like, yeah, you have a key. We have a key. We're offering it to you 15 mil. We talked him down to 11.5. I mean, to be honest with you, when he was selling it, he didn't have his chain on anymore. He barely was even wearing green. Like between Hydra, we were like, this guy's gonna fuck them over from the beginning. Like he already plans to fuck them over. You can tell. I mean, I was like, you know, if we get a key, we get a key. I don't really care. That's like their business, their drama. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, their shit happened. I guess we make the deal happen. I call Ben after. I'm like, all right, be honest with me. You fucking them over? Or what's going on? And he pretty much told me what he told you. Where like he's like, no, the money's gonna go to the family, but and then he was like saying if Dex can't help himself, then you know I gotta help him, kind of thing. You know, like
Yeah.
he's like I guess slicking out for the gang, but. I mean, then, you know, GSF did tell me that he took 2.5 mil or some shit, so I'm not really surprised.
Damn.
Yeah. So, if you don't mind me asking, Flip, I mean, I'm assuming you reached out because of the lab situation. What are you planning on doing? I mean, it's no secret that you already have your hands in a lot of cookie jars.
Yeah,
Obviously,
well,
we have...
So, okay, I mean, I'll be blunt about it, right? I mean, I did want to be the first one to tell you, but, like, So, the first day...
2.5 days?
Okay, I mean, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Fucking Russia.
The first day, I woke up, like, an hour before storm, and I only woke up to have a talk to my gang about what we're gonna do. So, when you texted me, I was like, well, I need to talk to them first, because I didn't want to talk to you without talking to them first. The next day, I just wasn't around, and then now we have today, where I've been around for the past 3 hours, but we talked for about 2 hours, so... I mean, to be honest, it's mostly, I just want to know what the fuck we're doing, and I want to talk to them, because I'm not going to do anything without everyone knowing, right?
Of course.
But, I mean, you're probably not going to like the answer. It's not a bad one, but I don't really have an answer for you right now.
Okay.
We're probably going to give it, like, a couple of days, maybe a week or so, and try to figure out exactly what we want to do with it. I, myself, I'm pushing for us to share it. There's a high chance something like that's gonna happen. So, and you're probably, I guess you could say, one of the main people we might with, but I'm not like promising anything. I'm not guaranteeing you anything.
Okay.
But it's just there's too many people in the gang right now to have a say without ever talking to everybody, and I just want to make sure we do the right thing. You know?
I don't know.
No, I feel you.
It's not gonna go just what I want to do.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And like I'll be honest, like we would love an opportunity to either work alongside you. I know that we had potential plans that we spoke about before for something else. We would definitely be, obviously we're not going to fuck you. Like I think we've made that very clear too, because we could have fucked GSF. Like I could have just kept waiting and waiting and waiting for Dex to do the deal.
Oh, why not?
And we were only going to put $2 million in escrow. Really 1.5, but we put an extra 500K in there for asset fees that we were going to go splits on. And I would have just said, keep the fucking money. We're keeping the key. We could have got it for $2 million, but it's not in my nature to snake people like that, because when you do something at that level, that's it. You ruin your reputation forever and a day. Like you're not going to be able to do any big business, and people, if you do, people are going to be sketched out. So obviously we're not going to fuck with you if we work together. The other thing is like it's in an area where we could have our sprays, and you know we could really protect that thing so that it never gets taken. I'll be honest, Flip, in a perfect world, man, that other Cypress one, that would be even better, because that's going to be right in our, like, the fucking heart of what we do.
Yeah. Damn, I'm surprised.
So, you know, we're down to work with you guys in any way, shape, and form that you guys want. We're open ears. If it doesn't work out, man, it doesn't work out. You know, at the end of the day, we're not desperate for a lab. We cook lots of meth just via tables. We don't need it. But, Flip, I think you and I both know, and I'm not even, like, bragging about us, but we're deep as fuck EU and NA, and we'll actually fucking cook. Like, we've got 6-7 people right now that has 75%. We would be cooking a lot in that fucking lab. And we've have a track record of doing it before. So, you know, if you want to partner up with somebody else, which, let's be real, you've already partnered with many, many other groups on these sort of things, right? give us a shot. And if it doesn't work out, then just, cut us off and do your own thing. Or if you feel like you've got too many labs and you can't keep, 6 on all of them and you don't care enough, we'd be willing to to buy it from you. And, if you paid 11.5, we could definitely sweeten it up a little bit. I mean, obviously we can't get too stupid because we'll never make our money back. But if you can make some easy money, then that might be an option too if you guys opt to do that.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, me personally, okay, in an ideal world, I share it and we share it with you guys, but I don't know if everyone's gonna want to share. I think people are leaning towards possibly sharing, but it's just too early to tell. I mean, I myself would be down for it.
I mean, you're the leader, Flip. You can make the call.
I mean, yeah, I can, but I'm not gonna make my entire gang unhappy.
No, of course not. Of course not. All right. I mean, it is what it is. If you boys don't want to share it, that's on you. I mean, you've bought it, you've earned it, it's yours. So, I mean, ultimately, we can't really say much about it. I would prefer us to work together because then I know it's protected. Not only are we going to be able to protect it, but if somebody fucks with it, they're fucking with your lab too. So, it just gives an added protection on the lab. Nobody wants to become dust. So nobody's going to fuck with it if it's a quote unquote Hydra lab, right? Same thing with the other ones. Except for that, group we all know about that are too bitch made to,
apparently they know the lab location.
What, Seaside?
Yeah.
Of course. They had meetings. They were in talks. They were going to work with GSF. We just found that out from Benny. And I don't know what happened. Yeah.
You want to know the best part is after we made the deal the next day, Dex hit us up about talking about like what Ben said, why he did what he did or whatever. Yeah. Draco was there in the block. So I don't even know if they knew yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they were definitely down there, and it seemed as though also that they were almost hoping that they would get shot type shit, because they were down there in the middle of fucking chaos. And we knew, like, once Draco was there, we were like, no, stay away, because that guy just looks for trouble. So we're like, no, stay out. Yeah, 100%. Especially when it comes to me. I mean, he's the ex-ball of fuckboy that was down here, so it is what it is. They ain't got no backbone anyway. But I don't see Seaside. I don't really do business with them outside of buying cults. And I really only fucks with JJ and Benji. The rest of them are the only one. But Benji is usually asleep when I wake up. So I never fucking see Benji. I only ever hear of like Draco and Mona and, I see KJ from time to time. But outside of that, it is what it is. You guys would see them more than what we would. But yeah. You know where we stand, Flip. Like we're down to chat about whatever. If you want to get creative about it, we can get creative about it. But just know if you end up opting to either sell it to us or share it with us, we will cook and we will use it and we will produce. So take that into consideration.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I believe that. I do believe it. I don't want to promise a day, okay? But it's not going to be something dragged out. But
all right.
I just want to...
How about we chat like again on Monday or something, because we're going to have our hands full with GSF for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think Monday would be good. Monday, by then, I'd have a way more solid answer of what the plan is, so...
Okay. Well, at least now you can take back this information to your gang and like let them know sort of where we stand and what we're willing to do. Okay. And then ultimately you guys can come up with a consensus. And if it's no, sorry, man, we're going to work with somebody else or we're going to fucking do the shit ourselves. We respect it, man. I'm not going to be angry about it. You bought it fair and square. It's yours. Ultimately, we wanted them to sell it so they didn't have it. And our goal was accomplished.
You definitely
It would just be and not only that, he burned many bridges panicking to try and get rid of this thing when he didn't even have access to it. Benny did the whole time. He's a complete dipshit. And
apparently he got blooded out too. So
he did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they blooded him out right at the vault apparently. As soon as he transferred the money. Yeah, they shot him. And I can tell you, whatever Dex was fucking telling you, Flip, he can't stand you. He can't stand Hydra. He can't stand your hierarchy. So it doesn't matter what he said to you or to Benny. I know for a fact, unless he's had a change of heart over the last 2 weeks, he was not happy about it. So I think he's just...
the reason I kind of like didn't really trust him to begin with was I never. So we had talked to Dex like a week ago about buying the prior to when we bought it, that we wanted to like buy it maybe, and he didn't even hit us any back up. He didn't show any interest in selling it. He never talked to us or anything. And then when Ben hit us up, it was just like random as fuck. And he's like, "Hey, you want to buy?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it, bro." Like,
Yeah.
It was all sneaky behind Dex's back and shit. So I knew Dex didn't have any involvement in it.
Yeah, and Benny had no idea what our plan was. This was my first time ever sitting down and talking with him, and he came down here. So we weren't part of that at all. I was shocked when I heard it was going to you. I thought for sure they're going to give it to Seaside. That's what I thought. But you got it, of all people.
Yeah, well, good thing he went behind their backs then. Fuck it.
Yeah, because you would have never have gotten it. You would Dex wouldn't have sold it to you, and Seaside would have gotten it, one way or another.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy they didn't get it. So fuck them all. So anyway, we'll chat again, man. I appreciate you coming down.
Okay, bro. All
Alright,
right.
just don't
All right, man.
overreact.
We'll
man.
look
It
up on
might be
Monday.
Irish.
All right, sounds good, boss.
I mean, he's obviously glazing. But oh wait, there's, oh my god.